Hello, Scouts of Winnebago Council. Greg Muller here. I am your program director at Ingawanis Adventure Base this year. I am out in the woods stomping around and just kind of wanted to show you guys a couple of cool things. Just want to have a quick discussion here about walking sticks. Any of you ever seen me out at camp? I am usually walking with a stick in my hand. These are super helpful when you're walking up and down the hills. You kind of use it as another leg, keeps you balanced. When I'm looking for something on the ground, I can use the stick to push stinging nettles aside. I can use it to push limbs out of my way when I'm walking so I don't break them off. Always a great tool to have with you in the woods. Along with my walking stick, one of the other things that I always bring with me when I'm in the woods is a plastic bag. Because anywhere you find people, you find their garbage. So we have to be good stewards of the land and take care of it, and we don't like to see this stuff. So if you see any garbage out in the woods, always pick it up and take it out with you. I wanted to share with you guys a really neat native plant we have here at the camp. Let's see if I can get a good showing of the flower here. This is called Jack in the Pulpit. It's also known as the bog onion, the Indian turnip, or the wild turnip, and also is called the brown dragon in some parts of the country. I just wanted to kind of show you guys this. He's a really neat guy. Maybe for some scale here. He comes up to about my knee. He's kind of a big guy. Alright, a little further up the hill here. I just wanted to show you guys this one. A lot of you guys have seen this one in the woods this time of year. This whole hillside here, the big leafy greens there, is all mayapple. And I want to show you guys, they put out these big leaves, bigger than my hand. And they put out this one little fruit. Now, this might look yummy, but this is very, very poisonous. Do not eat these guys. Another thing I found here in my mayapple patch, that you always know it when you find it, is this little guy. These are stinging nettles. If anybody's ever walked through the woods with shorts on and had one of these hit you in the leg, you definitely know what plant this is. They do not feel nice. You can see they have tons of little spikes down there. And those spikes are actually coated with an acid. Here is what the mayapple looks like when it's in bloom. Has that pretty little flower. Here is everybody's favorite in the spring. It's really one of the first signs that we're in for some decent weather. These are called bluebells. Of course, I won't tell any of you where I am because it's always a secret, but if you look right here in the middle of my frame, this is what a lot of people are after in the spring. There's kind of a mushroom here that's called a morel mushroom, and it kind of looks like a brain, and that is what people are looking for all spring long. Alright, now I am in a little bit grassier area here. I just kind of wanted to show you guys a couple of native wildflowers. This pretty little guy right here, this is a blue phlox, P-H-L-O-X, phlox. They come in a couple different colors, but this is kind of a light blue one, and they range anywhere from kind of really light down all the way down to a deep dark purple. Of course, everybody's familiar with this one. This is our dandelion. Settlers actually used to pull up the roots, roast them, and use them as a coffee substitute when they couldn't get any coffee. Just another little flower here. This is a wild violet. Really pretty purple. Here's another one that's kind of hard to see. I'm not going to pick him, but tiny, tiny little pink flower here. This is a Virginia Spring Beauty. They only come out in the springtime, and not for very long. So these are always a fun treat to find. Another one of our spring flowers is this little white guy. This is called the wood anemone, and they are another one that just blooms in the springtime. Another super neat little find here. You can see the whole side of this hill is covered in ferns, and I think these are ostrich ferns. If you look, see how the tips kind of curled over like that. When they first come up in the spring, they're just above the ground and all tightly wound like that, and then they're called fiddleheads because they look like the head of a fiddle. Fun little find here. This is a mushroom. It is called a pheasant back. You can see by the pattern there, it kind of looks like a pheasant's back. It's also known as a dryad saddle. And you can see this guy's a little beat up. Looks like somebody's been taking some bites out of him. I found this guy. And you kind of look at these leaves, are kind of heart-shaped. And if you go down the stem, they have this really pretty little flower here. This is wild ginger. It actually smells really nice. I'm just going to shoot one little quick video here because I don't want to disturb him too much. But if you can see, he can't be more than a couple days old. And their instinct is to lay their head and stay really silent and still so that nothing sees them. So I'm going to leave this little guy alone now. Alright, now that I'm a little farther away here and not going to disturb our baby deer anymore, I just kind of want to make a couple of quick points about that. I took my quick little snapshot for you guys and then I moved away. Those baby deer are left alone a lot of the day while mom goes out and eats. So if you ever find a baby deer, leave it where it is. Mom will come back. I think that's going to do it for me for today. Appreciate you guys tagging along with me. I sure had a lot of fun and hope you guys learned something. Again, my name is Greg Muller, so if you guys have any questions, comments, anything you want to see in videos, get a hold of your district executive and we'll make it happen. Stay tuned for some future videos from me. I'm going to be doing a lot of neat stuff here in the next couple of weeks.